All right, traders, what's going on this morning? 9:46. Done for the day. All right, we got a little bit to go over this morning. If you guys were in pre-market stream this morning, as I know you should have been, and for those of you who were not there, you're getting a spanking. All right, GCI, we went over this in pre-market. Tit for tat, easy peasy. Done with that. Scaled into it two times, 2 entries on that, and then scaled out twice as well on GCI. Now, for those of you who were not there this morning, working or whatever the case may be, I do want to go over it with you just a second here. You see my entries. This is a top left chart up here. 1 entry, 2 entries, and then 2 exits as well. So what were we doing here? I took 2 trades today. One was GCI, the other was ON. Now, both of these trades right here, one was from pre-market, one was from scanners. GCI, we went over this one in pre-market. What was I looking at here? Well, I'm always looking at the stocks that have been moving recently, in the recent days, that may get a little quiet. And GCI was one of those in particular. This one was on the bear scan watch list this morning, meaning that it's overbought. So GCI, we had a nice little push from $1.50 up to roughly like $3.50 on Friday. This one ended up forming somewhat of a bull flag pattern, symmetrical triangle here. It ended up holding, a little push in after hours as well, about 4:55, 5 o'clock, up to $5. But here's one of the variables I look for when I'm looking for a short, is very light volume. I want the stock to be essentially dead here in pre-market, no volume at all, because you know what that means? And I know oftentimes when we're looking for our leading gappers, we're looking for volume. If I'm looking to long something, I need volume to be there. I don't want to predict volume coming into a play like, oh, look at that PR. Volume's going to come into it. Let me get in early. And then what happens? Crickets. Nothing. We've all been there. So I don't want to predict volume on the long side, but what we can do on the short side is say, okay, there's less volume here. There's not a lot of volume coming into it. What does that mean? Well, it was very hot on Friday. Look at all this volume that came into it. This is telling me what? This is telling me, okay, we're going to have a lot of longs in this play. Some may be underwater. It was opening up at about 309. So we're going to have some longs in this from yesterday that are either break even, underwater, they're up a little bit. And what do we oftentimes see with these stocks that are overbought like this in very light volume? They're looking for good volume to come into it over the weekend for this thing to get a nice move on it, break that previous high there, and keep it going, keep that train moving. Well, when it doesn't and it's very light on volume, oftentimes we will see profit taken at the start of the day. That's all I was looking for on GCI, was some profit taken at the start of the day, but it wasn't right at the open. And I've gone over this before. Oftentimes there's 1 or 2 scenarios on these types of plays. They'll either A, get some profit taken, get a sell-off right at the start of the day, or B, they'll get a nice little pop right out of the gates, and then you'll start seeing some profit taken after that. And that's what we saw in here. But remember, you always got to manage risk. It's not going to work every single time. I did take my 2 entries on this. Did have a nice little sell-off here. We'll see what it's going to do from here on. It's holding up rather nicely, GCI. This is a stock that on its daily is oversold. And the market is rebounding. So it's just something we got to keep in mind. The overall market's rebounding. What did it do yesterday? It had a very solid day. Just looking for those small windows of opportunity. I'm not going to try to predict where the stock's going to be in today or tomorrow, but those small windows of opportunity can definitely play off of those. And the stock below this was just off of intensity, this very fast move out of the gates, and it's trading emotions. People FOMOing in, people panicking out. That's all I'm doing there. We can pull that chart up real quick. That was a very fast trade, just going off of the intensity scanners. All this stock was, you could play it both on the short and long side. That's why I like these higher price stocks, these mid caps, the large caps, not just in the penny land. There's more opportunity out there. Remember, that's what we're paid for as traders. Opportunity, not our time. So, the stock at the start of the day, nice little push. I don't know why I always have a problem with this. There we go. Nice little push at the start of the day, about 20.50 up to 21.38. Provided a nice short, faster the move, the weaker the trend is going to be. I missed that move, ended up scooping it on up and buying into this push up right there. So ON could have traded on both sides. That's what a lot of these stocks provide us, guys. These upper, mid-cap, large-cap stocks. There's oftentimes trades on both sides of the move, and especially when the overall market, what we're seeing recently here today. Now, we also went over one. I missed this play. Let me know if you guys got it. We went over this in pre-market. HTZ, it's the bottom chart there. This is Hertz. It's a reputable company, and they're very oversold on their daily. Now, we went over this coming right back down to the trend. This is kind of a steeper trend, so wasn't sure if it was necessarily going to hold. This is somewhat of a steeper trend. 76 cents it was just at, which is right near its all-time low. Hertz is a company that on its daily is a reputable company. It's Hertz. You guys know Hertz. $15 up to $20. It just had very much panic with the virus and all that stuff going on. So good opportunity here. Still some good trades here. It's right off of the trend. I was watching this in pre-market. It tried to fail. It tried to crack under support. Ended up not doing that. That's why oftentimes I will trade that over-under rule. It's got to break and hold, because we see that a lot of times. Fake out breakouts. If you guys have been trading for a while, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we're seeing an upper shadow here where it has seen some resistance a couple more times. We'll see what HTZ is going to do. Good volume here. Lots of good buyers coming in. Overall, the stock is oversold. So we'll see what's going to happen in the market. The overall sentiment is not looking too bad. But traders, let me know how you guys did today. Just took a couple trades to start the week. Let me know how you did in the comment section below. Hit me up if you have any questions at all. AveryDayTrading@gmail.com. Love you guys. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We will see you all first thing tomorrow.